Welcome to another episode of Marketing School. I'm Eric Siu.
And I'm Neil Patel.
And today we're going to talk about how often you should rewrite your content. So Neil, how often do you rewrite your content?
Every time it's outdated. So typically we go through our content at least once a year. I just hired someone, actually 2 editors, and what they're doing is they're going through the whole blog. I do this at least once a year. And as you add more and more content, you could end up creating a full-time role where someone just goes through them. And what we'll have is 2 people will go through 10 posts each per day. So we'll crank through them pretty fast. They'll either have to update them or look for little things, or they'll just keep it as is and mark them as, hey, these are fine.
Yeah, you know what's interesting? God, what was the title? So I was talking to Matthew Barbie, who's at Hubspot. He's their VP of, I think his title is VP of Growth. But I was talking to him, and he's like, yeah, they actually have he's hired 2 full-time roles. Obviously, HubSpot publishes a lot of content, just to focus on repurposing content. But they're not called content repurposers. God, I forgot what they're called. But when I come up with it, maybe we'll drop it in the show notes or something. But the idea is, I like so look. I agree with Neil. I don't have much more to add around that. The only thing I'll say is if you're looking for people to do it on a project basis, maybe once a year or twice a year or so, the site that we both like to use to hire good writers from is still Problogger. Problogger's got writers that can write about, I told you about machine tools. They can write about all of these complex different topics. So you might be surprised. You think your niche might be too complex, but trust me, some of the best writers are hanging out on Problogger. And if not, you can go out there and then look at your favorite websites to find the writers that you actually gel with. And it's actually fairly easy to reach out to these people via Twitter or email and just try to contact these people and bring them into your under your wing to help you upgrade or rewrite your content.
And going back to that job board, it's jobs.problogger.net. That's where you can find them. In addition to that, when you're paying these people to rewrite your content, or update them. If you don't do this, what you'll find is over time, as you publish new content, your search traffic should go up in theory quarter over quarter, year over year. But every once in a while, you'll notice some dips in which a Google algorithm changes or something happens, your traffic starts going down. What you'll find is if you update your content, you'll see less of those downward swings. You'll see more stability because as people are searching, they'll be like, oh, this content's up to date. It's not outdated. When someone lands on your page from doing a Google search, they see outdated content, they typically click the back button, which reduces your rankings over time. If that happens too often, you're getting bad user signals, which can affect your whole site. That's why it's good to update your site at least once a year.
All right, so that is it for today. But before we go, remember to go to marketingschool.io/stats to check out our journey to 1 million downloads a month. We're currently at about 800,000 downloads a month. Once we get to 1 million, rate, review, subscribe, help us get there. Once we get there, we're going to throw a live event in LA, and it's going to be great. It's going to be recorded. You're going to be able to meet us. We'll meet you. There's going to be food too. It's going to be awesome. Again, marketingschool.io/stats. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe to this podcast so we can get there in time, where when it's cold, wherever you are, it's still going to be warm in LA. So see you there.